She put people into their own responsibility because she was basically solving the fact that her colleagues were not organized, or even that her boss was not organized, and he was doing things last minute, and then he pushed it to her in terms of, you will solve this and I don't really care how. And so what happened was that she found a way to push back. She found a way to say no, to set those boundaries. And not only did people respect and understand that, but also they looked back at their own organization at work in terms of how to avoid that kind of situation. And that was because she did not say no like that. She basically invited the people into a conversation in order to find solutions, if that makes sense. So think of situations for yourself where late emails or late meetings or whatever it is that comes yelling at your door or knocking at your door or yelling in your ears, and where you say yes, although everything inside you screams no. And understand that setting boundaries is not rejection. That's what my client was understanding finally. Setting boundaries is not rejection, it is direction. It is basically organizing your life. So boundaries are not walls to shut others out, but they are basically a path that lead you back to yourself, to find peace and calm, to find direction. And they're not about control, they're about clarity. They're about knowing what you're choosing to give your energy to and why. And in the end, my client, yes, sometimes she logged in after 7 when she decided to, when she was able and ready to, not because somebody else was yelling very loud or knocking at her door, because he or she was not organized herself in order to ask her to do certain things before a specific deadline. So it's very important to understand that we all can do that we all can find that strength and that direction in order to set those boundaries. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to put them in the comment box. Even if you're watching this delayed in the replay, I would be very happy to see how you experience that. If this is something that resonates to you, is this something that you recognize, or do you know or understand? And that's also a thing, that sometimes we are really pushing the boundaries of other people, not because we mean badly, not because we have bad intentions, just because we don't think. We're so absorbed and involved in our work and in targets and in deadlines that we don't even think about how this will land with other people. And so I would like to share with you some sources of energy leaks, which basically are signals that you might want to review your boundaries.